Magical Mirror. Luna had always been fond of antiques. Whenever she traveled, she made sure to visit local antique stores, searching for hidden treasures. On a trip to Prague, Luna stumbled upon a small, dusty shop tucked away in a narrow alley. The sign outside read, Kuzlne starożytnosti Magical Antiques. Inside, an array of old clocks, dusty books, and vintage jewelry greeted her. However, one item stood out from the rest, a large, ornate mirror with a gilded frame, carved with intricate patterns. Luna felt drawn to it. The shopkeeper, an old man with bright blue eyes, noticed her interest and said, "Ah, the magical mirror. It's not just any mirror. They say it holds the power to show not just your reflection, but your true self." Intrigued, Luna asked, "What do you mean by true self?" The shopkeeper replied, "It reflects the depths of your soul, your fears, desires, and secrets. But be warned, not everyone likes what they see." Luna, being a woman of science and logic, smiled politely but didn't take the man's words seriously. She simply loved the design and thought it would be a great addition to her living room. After bargaining a bit, she bought the mirror and had it shipped to her home. A few days later, the mirror was hung prominently in her living room. That evening, Luna decided to take a closer look. Expecting to see her tired face after a long day, she was taken aback. Instead of her reflection, Luna saw a younger version of herself, playing the piano with passion, something she had given up years ago due to her hectic job. Confused and a bit scared, she stepped back. She pondered over what the shopkeeper had said and decided to give it another try. This time, she saw herself traveling, painting, dancing, all the things she had wished to do but never found the time for. Every evening, Luna would stand in front of the mirror, exploring her hidden desires and dreams. It became a journey of self-discovery. She realized she had been so caught up in her daily routine that she had forgotten to live for herself. The mirror had shown her what truly mattered. Inspired, Luna decided to make some changes. She rejoined her piano classes, took vacations to paint and dance, and lived each day with newfound passion. The mirror, instead of being a mere reflection, became a daily reminder to live her dreams. One day, a friend visited and complimented the beautiful mirror. Luna smiled and replied, "It's magical." Her friend laughed it off, thinking it was a joke. But Luna knew better. For her, the mirror was not just an antique. It was a window to her soul, urging her to live her best life. The Black Cat. In a sleepy town named Larksville, stories of the mystical and the unexplained were a common topic during chilly nights. One tale, however, stood out among the rest, the legend of the Black Cat. Olivia, a young girl of about 12, had recently moved to Larksville with her parents. Being new to town, she was always curious about its tales, especially the one about the Black Cat. As the legend went, every night, at exactly midnight, a black cat would appear at the town's main square. It would sit there for exactly an hour, staring intently at the old town clock, and then vanish as the clock struck 1. Nobody knew where it came from or why it did what it did, but many believed that the cat was waiting for someone or something. One evening, driven by her curiosity, Olivia decided to see the cat for herself. She sneaked out of her house and made her way to the town square. As the town clock chimed 12, the mysterious black cat appeared out of nowhere. Olivia cautiously approached it, her heart pounding. To her surprise, the cat seemed to be friendly. It purred and rubbed against her legs. Noticing a faded ribbon around its neck, she realized it must have belonged to someone once. Suddenly, an idea struck her. Taking out her notebook, she tied a note to the cat's ribbon. "Who are you waiting for?" The next night, Olivia returned to the square. As expected, the cat was there. Checking the ribbon, she found a note tied to it. It read, "My owner, a clockmaker. He promised he'd return." Touched by the response, Olivia embarked on a mission. She researched and found out about an old clockmaker who used to live in the town decades ago. He had left suddenly, leaving behind his beloved cat, with a promise to return, which he never did. Determined to provide closure to this age-old tale, Olivia arranged a small memorial in honor of the clockmaker at the town square. That night, the townsfolk gathered, sharing stories of the clockmaker and his deep bond with his cat. The following midnight, the cat appeared as usual. But this time, after sitting for a while, it calmly walked towards the memorial, and then, in front of everyone's eyes, slowly vanished into thin air. From that night on, the black cat was never seen again. The town believed that the cat had finally found its peace, and Olivia's kind act had healed an old wound. The story of Olivia and the black cat became a testament to the town's belief in love, loyalty, and the power of understanding the stories of the past. And while the mystery of the black cat was finally resolved, the legend lived on, a symbol of hope and eternal bonds. Our last song. Ella and James had been together for 3 years. And throughout their relationship, music was the bond that kept them close. They met at a summer music festival, both swaying to the same indie band's tunes, and as cliched as it sounded, they believed it was fate. Both were passionate about different musical genres. Ella loved her soft ballads and jazz, while James was a sucker for classic rock. But they always found middle ground in their music choices. Often, they would spend evenings composing songs together, with Ella on the piano and James on the guitar. As with many young romances, their journey had its fair share of ups and downs. University, job opportunities, and life's unexpected twists often stood as challenges in their path. However, each time they faced a disagreement or a period of uncertainty, they would turn to their music. Writing a new song together acted as a balm, mending the cracks that appeared in their relationship. But as time progressed, the cracks became more prominent. Ella received an offer to study music in Paris, an opportunity she had dreamt of her entire life. James, on the other hand, got a job opportunity in New York with a famous music producer. The crossroads they were at seemed insurmountable. The looming question of a long-distance relationship weighed heavily on their minds. One evening, Sitting in their favorite park, they decided that maybe it was best for both to pursue their dreams separately. But instead of ending things on a bitter note, they chose to do what they did best, create music. They wrote a song, pouring into it all the emotions, memories, and love they felt for each other. It was a song about new beginnings, cherishing the past, and the bittersweet nature of love. The lyrics spoke of their journey, their dreams, and the love they would always have for each other. It was their last song together, a fitting tribute to their relationship. As Ella played the last note on the piano and James strummed the final chord on his guitar, they looked into each other's eyes. Words were unnecessary. Both knew that while their romantic journey ended, their paths were intertwined forever through the melodies they created. Months later, Ella sat in a small cafe in Paris, the soft hum of conversations surrounding her. Suddenly, a familiar tune played on the radio. It was their song. A smile spread across her face, knowing that somewhere across the ocean, James was probably listening to the same song, reliving the same memories. The title, Our Last Song, was more than just a name. It was a testament to a love that was pure, passionate, and above all, musical.